Well, this morning's project is correcting a knock on that 6 horsepower International M engine. After running this engine, I don't know, probably an hour or so, it developed a slight knock. I checked everything over when I assembled this engine. It seemed to be okay. But after running it and everything kind of making friends, it developed a knock. I checked the rod bearing and it seemed to be tight just through the hand hole. So the only other knock could be was the wrist pin. I didn't take this wrist pin apart when I disassembled the engine the first time. I probably should have. I would have seen that it was loose. But there's a bolt. This is split. There's a bolt through here and there's shims in here. So it is somewhat adjustable. There's about 70 or 80 thousandths worth of shims in there. Of course, you couldn't take that many out. It would break this if you tried to clamp that with no shims in it. So I ended up taking out a 10,000th shim, and that tightened it up quite a bit. It fits, the pin fits fairly tight now. Still move it. So that should be a big improvement. I get it assembled, I'll put a cotter, tighten this down and put a cotter through there so the nut can't come off. On these International M engines, there's a right and a wrong way to assemble the rod. This little hole right here is where the oil drips out of the oiler on top of the cylinder through the piston to lubricate the wrist pin. And this is the hole in the piston to allow the oil to drip through. This also, the lubricator also lubricates the cylinder. So this goes up and this goes up to the top of the engine when it's correctly assembled. The wrist pin, there's only one way to put it in. There's a hole here to secure it in the piston. So it'll only go in one direction. And there's the hole where a bolt goes to secure the wrist pin. So we're going to go ahead and reassemble this. It wasn't too bad a job to get it back apart. I took the head and mixer off all in one assembly. I believe I can reuse the head gasket. So we'll put it back together and see if that quiets this engine down a little bit. It ran real well other than that little knock. It probably wouldn't have hurt anything. No more run time than this engine's going to have. It's just for fun. It's not going to do any work anymore. Thanks for watching. If you got any questions or comments, please add them. That's all for today.